Hello everyone, it's me. I know you're all excited. It is October. It is the spooky month, and I have a semi-appropriate shirt on. Look at that. It's got a pumpkin, it's got yokai, it's got Pocky and Rocky. It's a Pocky and Rocky shirt. Anyway, this is an update to things regarding the channel. Two new things, as well as something that's technically been here a while, and links in the description for everything. I'm explaining this just simply because it's all important. So let's start off with the first one, which is game suggestions. So this has been around for a while, since around Twilight Princess earlier this year when I had gone through and played that. There is, as stated, a link in the description to find it, but it's very self-explanatory. Very self-explanatory. What you do is you're like, oh, well, I need the name of the game, obviously, to look it up. So let's assume that you want me to do Mario Sunshine. Very self-explanatory. And then can you explain about it? It's Mario with a robot on his back that shoots the water. Very simple. And have you played it before? Technically, I have. So yes. Then we submit it. And then it says, thank you. I make sure to check this once a week, and I will also talk about what was suggested when I can, which I will do. I will do. I haven't done it recently, but there are reasons for that. But I am going to dictate this. Please, please, please try to use this. I know that not everybody's going to, but I am an idiot, and I'm probably going to forget what you dictate in chat for me to play, no matter what it is. I'm going to forget. I'm very dumb, for the most part. And another thing I'm going to dictate is I will generally prioritize this more than anything else outside of MMOs, because F that. The last time I did it took like a while. Look at PSO2. But that's that one explained, for the most part. So the second one is a little bit more interesting. There might be a few kinks still, but this is the list. TM. Yes, it is trademarked. It's not trademarked. But there might be a few kinks as I dictated. There's a Q&A at the bottom, but I am going to go through this. But this is a full list of console and handheld games that I physically kind of own, because obviously you can see it here. You have the Q&A at the bottom. You can see on the side here that there is visual explanation for everything. I'm just going to go through this very lightly, but here, for example, I explain what the categories are. Here's the NES as an example. Let that stay on the screen for a minute, but allow me to explain. I am categorizing everything in one of three categories. Completed, which means I finished it, not 100%, but at the very least the main story is done. Not completed, didn't finish the main story, or just didn't even finish at all. And then we have NREI, which just stands for no real ending or ignore, which is arcade-style games or games I have gotten from random sources, because there are some games that I legitimately will not finish. And honestly, I should probably update this to just there are games that I really don't want to finish, even though I've owned them for years. And we have some parentheses explanation, like stated with this. But if it's streamed, that means it was streamed. If it's my sister's, that means it's owned by my sister. I can borrow them currently. Digital means I own it digitally, which ignores the entirety of Switch Online because it's a rent and not an own, as well as the majority of WiiWare titles because they aren't playable. I do think that's one of the kinks because I think I removed this. This is a list that has taken me a while to do, even though it's like a couple years old for the most part. Making it modern or making it publicly usable was a different story, but yeah. But we have everything on here. I explain how it's gonna go. I explain if I own it. I explain if it's even streamable right now. Because one big thing with me is I do want to actually play the games on the original hardware. I think it's more fun that way and in a sense more interesting. I try not to emulate nowadays. I only do it if and when I have to. But that is that. Here's a rough visual of the Q&A. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but that is that explained. Once again, link in the description. The third thing is I have a public Discord. You can find its link in the description. As I said, I'm going to state that a lot. It's very basic. It's very, very basic. Basically, you guys can just type, and that's about it. It's very much a work in progress. It has been for years, technically, because there's things that I don't know how I want it to set up. I don't know how it should be set up. And it may make the game suggestion thing pointless, but as stated, I will prioritize that the most. Even if you literally do it in Discord, I will prioritize the game suggestions. But yeah, link in the description for that. But that is it. I think I have stalled here enough. I think that is basically everything. So with all that said and done, I'm gonna go, and I hope you all have a good rest of the day. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I forgot one last thing. So I gotta start a new game. I got to. And it's October. It's the month of Halloween. What better way to start off this month than with Grabbed by the Ghoulies? I hope you all enjoy.